Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to do another unpopular opinion. So I shared this on my community page. I got a lot of responses. I filmed a video, and then after I filmed it, I still started seeing more come in. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a part 2. So this is part 2. And I will do more of these. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments. I will put it out there on my community page, okay? It's probably going to get spicy. Last time we got a little spicy. Hopefully I didn't skip any, okay? I probably should have went through and liked them, but I'm trying not to. I didn't want to read these ahead of time, okay? Okay, so we're going to start off with Paula because I think I did the other ones already. So Paula Thomas says, my unpopular opinions. Extravagant eye looks are not for the office setting. You don't need a million steps in your skincare routine. Hoarding makeup is gross, especially of expired. Wow, there's a lot of them there. Okay. All right, so it says eye looks are not for the office setting. I disagree. I used to work in an office. I mean, I haven't in a long time. I'm not saying that I think it depends on the office you're working in, to be honest with you. It really depends on the office. I know when my husband, I know he's a man, he does not wear makeup, okay? But when he was working in an office, it was very casual. I mean, really casual as far as dress and everything. Like, I swear I remember him saying people come to work in their pajamas, and I'm not kidding you, okay? So, okay, like casual. So I think it depends on where you're working. There might be some offices that are like that, but I don't think that's true for every office. So just a blanket statement that I'm going to disagree. And even if you work in an office that's very formal, you could still do an eye look, but maybe not as much. Do something really simple. So that I don't agree with. You don't need a million steps in your skincare routine. I'm going to disagree with that too. I think it depends on you and what you need. I am somebody that I just turned 56. I don't get anything done. I mean, nothing. I don't go and have anything done. Pretty much do everything at home. And I enjoy doing it. So here's a thing that a lot of people get confused on, okay? Especially here on YouTube. Now, I'm actually trying to downsize some of my skincare, but there are some things that are really important for me to use that I don't want to stop using because I've seen my skin age backwards. You can just look at my old videos to now. My skin has transformed, okay? For somebody that, I know I have makeup on today, but you guys know I get really close to the camera. I haven't had anything done. So I'm trying to downsize it. But when you are watching a lot of videos on skincare videos, people are reviewing. We're reviewing product. We're testing products. It doesn't mean you have to get all those steps. I know I've never said you have to use this and this and this, but I do think, at least for my skin, vitamin C, a good vitamin C is a must, a retinol is a must, and peptides are a must, and sunscreen. Like, those are the things that I know are making a difference in my skin. So it really depends on you. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. But some people want to, they like to do it, so there's nothing wrong with that either. And I know my approach on my channel has always been, this is what I use. I've never said, and I say it so many times in videos, and so many times it goes over so many heads when I say it. I never say you have to buy this, you have to get this, you have to get that, you have to get, I never say that. I never say it. I just share what I use. That's it. So that I don't agree with. I think it depends on the person, but do you need to do it? No, you don't need to do it, but what's wrong with people that want to do it, you know? Hoarding makeup is gross, especially if expired. Okay, so I don't have a lot of makeup, but you have to remember this as far as channels go. This is what I do for a living. I cannot just have like 2 lipsticks, a foundation, and a blush. What would I be sharing with you? What would I be doing if it was the same stuff over and over again? I would not have anybody watching my channel. I think so many people get confused on that. And yes, I agree. There are some people that don't have a channel. They have a lot of makeup, but I'm going to say this before I get into that. I'm not judging anybody. If people want to have like a lot of makeup and it brings them joy, then who cares? Who cares? I feel like everybody has their hobby and things that they like to do, and if that brings somebody joy, let them do it. I don't care, okay? But I'm going to talk for me personally. So this is not judging anybody else. For me personally, I would not be able to do that. And I have a channel. I do not have drawers and drawers and drawers of makeup. I have that Charlotte Tilbury isn't full of anything. That compartment underneath, I have stuff. I have some palettes over here. I have 7 palettes. 2 of them are blush palettes, okay? Then I have this. Okay? Now remember, I have a channel. And then I've shared it before. In my bathroom, I have 2 little units, and I have a little one like this underneath the sink. That's all the makeup I have. It's still a lot of makeup for me. That is a lot of makeup. But I have a YouTube channel. I cannot just have a couple of things. And I go through my stuff. I actually just went through my stuff and got rid of stuff. So I don't keep mine forever. Some people hold on to things because they're sentimental. They don't use it anymore, but they just like it. But I don't want to have drawers and drawers of IKEA of makeup. I personally don't want that. For me, it would be overwhelming. I was getting to the point where I was overwhelmed, and that's why I went through some of my stuff. And one thing I will not do anymore is a couple of years ago, Chanel changed their foundation formula. And so I bought an extra one. I still have not gone through that. So I'm not buying extra stuff anymore because I have so much. I need to go through what I have. But it's hard because I do purchase things to test. I don't get everything. I don't get every new release because I don't want it. I just get things that I'm interested in trying. But for some reason, some people really, really love that and they get into it, and I think that's great. But it's definitely not for me, but I'm not going to judge anybody on that. I do think you need to go through it, your makeup, and go, if it's expired or whatever, it looks weird. I've talked about that in videos, get rid of it. But I'm not going to judge somebody for doing that because for some people, it just makes them happy, Maria C. says, I like a dewy look. Nowadays, it's all dewy, highlights, primer, sunscreen, foundation, blush, more highlights, sparkly eye, lips, said disco ball. It looks okay on a very young person, but silly as we age. Less is more, ladies, exclamation point. Okay, Marie, here's the thing. We need to stop that, personally. Why are we judging other people on their makeup? Why are we doing that? I feel like maybe you're uncomfortable with it, and that's okay. If you're not comfortable with it, then don't do it. We need to stop judging people on how they wear their freaking makeup and stuff. We really do. Because honestly, I don't give a shit. If I decide to wear glitter, I'm going to fucking wear it. Okay? I'm not saying this in an angry way. I'm being honest with you. There are times I do really simple. I just did this eye look and I have some shimmer on me. It's from the new Natasha Denona. I'm sharing a review on it, okay? But why are we doing that? Why do women do that to each other? I don't understand. Do you hear men doing that to each other? Why is Tom coloring his hair? Why is Tom not coloring his hair? Why is he wearing ripped jeans? Why is he not wearing ripped jeans? Why do women do that? Why do people care? And it seems to be more, I feel like they do it to more people that are influencers and stuff. I can't tell you how many celebrities I see with a lot of makeup on, and I never hear anybody bashing them. But I feel like I get that from older women. I feel like that's sort of a bash. That's how I'm taking it. So I just think that I disagree with you. I'm sorry. If you're uncomfortable doing that, then don't do it. Then I don't know why you're watching my channel or makeup channel. So I might have just lost a subscriber, but I have to be real with you. I don't understand that comment. I feel like that's more, I know it's an unpopular opinion, but you do you. You do you, but that sounds really judgy to me. And I used to be I was kind of like that. I was feeling like that too, and I've changed my mindset because it's not right. It really isn't. I really thought about what I was thinking, and I'm like, you know what? Why do I care? Why do we care about what other people, how they're wearing their makeup or whatever? If somebody's happy, who cares? Why is it okay for somebody that's younger but not older? That makes no sense. You will not make any sense of that to me. You won't. I'm sorry. You just won't. I've seen too many mature ladies that look phenomenal. And they do whatever they want to do. It's this confidence. You just have to have confidence to do it. So I don't agree. Joy says, unpopular opinion, high-end and or luxury brands produce better quality products. You don't always get what you pay for, ... Okay. So I agree with you, but I don't know if you're saying that just because something's less expensive that it's better, because that's bullshit too. So you guys know that I keep it real when I share products. And you know that every time I share something doesn't mean I'm going to fall in love with it and say it's amazing, because I don't. And even if there's something that I really, really like, I have a hard time saying it's worth the money, because everybody has a different budget. But this is what I've always liked, and that's what I share. So that I don't agree with. I mean, that's like saying, that all drugstore is great. Is it? Is it really that great? All of it's great? Just because you spend less money doesn't mean it's great either. That's all I'm going to say. My unpopular opinion, concealer under the eyes is not necessarily necessary for older women unless they have dark circles. Less makeup is more. Yes, I agree with that. I agree. And not just for older women. Excuse me, I have like a hair there. Not just for older women, but if you don't have anything, absolutely. I do. I have like discoloration right there, so I wear it. It's not completely under my eye, but it's right there. But some people are lucky and they don't have it at all. And I agree with you. If you don't have to wear it, then don't wear it. I agree with that. Everyone is saying their way is correct on using the Beauty Blender, wet or dry. Okay. The Beauty Blender, we're just going to talk about the Beauty Blender, okay? The original Beauty Blender is meant to be used damp, not dry. I don't know who's telling you dry. They're wrong. Okay? I mean, that is meant to be used damp. Not soaking wet, but damp. There are other sponges that are dupes, and maybe they're different because I don't think they're all the same. We're going to use the Stands Out sponge, okay? Stands Out sponge, that's the one that I use now that I really like. And that one is made out of a memory foam, and you can use that dry or wet. I personally like to use it wet, or damp, I should say, okay? I like to use it damp, and the reason that I like to use it damp is I feel like if I'm applying a product with a dry sponge, it's not going to blend out good because it's going to absorb more of the product in there, Whereas when it's wet, it's not, and it's going to help to distribute that foundation better, and it's going to look more skin-like. So even though I could use the Stands Out sponge dry, I don't. I use it damp because I just like the way it applies my makeup better. So as far as the Beauty Blender, whoever is saying that you use it dry does not know what they're talking about. I'm sorry, they don't. It was never meant to be used dry. Period. End of story. But some people call a dupe from Amazon a Beauty Blender, but it's not the same. It's not the same. So if you're using the Beauty Blender, the original, you are supposed to use it damp. Everything Jane Arundel, expensive and poor quality. Well, I'm going to agree with you. I don't know about everything, but I decided to try some, and I thought it was crap. I thought the packaging was crap. I thought it kind of reminded me of Estee Lauder. There's some things from Estee Lauder that are really good, but I purchased an eyeshadow palette that was crappy. It was just crap. I purchased a bronzer and a highlighter I thought was crap. And the quality reminded me of Estee Lauder. So I agree with you on that. I didn't like what I tried. I can't say everything, okay, because I didn't try everything. I feel like I've tried maybe 2 or 3 things from Jane Arundel over the years, and I hated it. I just thought, that's a brand that sounds interesting. I'm going to try it, and I hated it, and I never tried anything else. I mean, out of the gate, if it sucks, you know what I'm saying? It's a no. This is from Martha, and she says, contouring can look good only in photos. In real life, it creates unnatural effects. Yes, I 1000% agree with you. And I shared this in the other video. I've seen makeup artists wear it in public, and I can see where they're contouring is. And these are people that know what they're doing because it's meant. I have a Kevin Aucoin book, okay? And even he said, and I feel like he was an amazing makeup artist. He said that. I mean, his book is filled with contour and stuff, but he said contouring is for stage, film only. It's not meant for every day because you will not blend that out enough. You won't. You will not blend it out enough. There was a movie we were watching. I can't remember which one it was. It was something about Hollywood, like Upon a Time in Hollywood. Something like that. I can't remember the name of it now. But the guy that was playing Bruce Lee. Okay, so he's Bruce Lee. And you could see in the movie how much they contoured. But it was on a movie, like in a movie, so even though I really noticed it, and you know they dramatically did it because he had such a chiseled jawline in real life. But on a movie set, even though you could notice it, it looked real. But if you saw that in real life, it would be like, holy hell. Okay. And I've seen so many people that say, oh, you just put that into your chin. It's like, no. There ain't enough contour. It's going to work for that, okay? So no. Gail says the use of a lot of colors on eyeshadow looks is amazing on hooded eyes or eyelids that I've seen people in real life try it and never looks like it does on Instagram. Well, I don't know. Here, I'm just going to say this. I'm not quite sure, but I will tell you, people filter their photos. If you're talking about those blown up photos that people take of their eye, a lot of that stuff is airbrushed and filtered. Believe me, because I've tried to do thumbnails so people can see like my eye look, and it never looks like it because you have to shoot it at a certain lighting, a certain way, and then those people edit it. And someone's saying Instagram is full of a lot of editing. That's why I just don't like being on Instagram anymore. I just don't. I just don't. But anyways, that's what it is. I hope that when you guys watch my tutorials that you get something out of it because I'm trying to teach you how to do things. So I really hope that it's helpful. I don't want to show stuff that's not practical. That's not what I'm about. I want to show stuff that you can actually do. I see so many stupid things on even TikTok where people put all this shit all over their face and they put all their foundation on and then they dab all their highlighter on and then they put their blush on and they blend it all in, and it's like, what bullshit is that? What's that going to look like in an hour from now? Like, what reality is that? It's not helpful. It's just clickbait. It's all it is. It's just like, oh, look at me, huh? I look amazing. I don't like stuff like that. Like, I want you guys to learn from what I'm sharing. Otherwise, what's the point? So my unpopular opinions, this is from Nancy Ross. My unpopular opinions, I have two of them that I'm going to mention. One, most women wear and buy too much makeup. And the luxury brands, for the most part, are a lot of hype and not worth what they cost! ! Okay, Nancy. Again, why are we with the most women wear too much makeup? When I am doing like an everyday look, like this is a lot for me, honestly. I will do more of a minimal look, but sometimes I want to do something fun and I will do it, and I really don't care about my age. I'm going to do it. We need to stop doing that. My gosh, can we just stop already? I mean, when people do that, you're just as bad as someone saying they need to color their hair because they're of their age. Why are we doing that? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So if it's too much for you, that's fine. You don't like to wear a lot of makeup. I totally understand that. But let's not judge other people. If it brings them joy and it makes them happy, who cares how much makeup they're wearing? And again, I feel like this is more directed towards people like that are on a platform like this. How many celebrities? Do you see celebrities? Do you feel like the same way about celebrities? I bet you don't. I bet you don't. That's what I feel. I feel like for some reason, a lot of influencers get that. It depends on my mood, what I feel like wearing, but I'm going to wear what I want to wear. At the end of the day, I really don't care what anybody thinks. Nobody. What was the other one, too? That the luxury brands are just a lot of hype but not worth what they cost. Don't agree with you. Sorry, I don't. I'm not saying that everything that's luxury, and I hate the term luxury because I've shared that before, everything luxury? No, everything luxury is not worth the money. That I agree with 1,000%. But then you're saying that everything drugstore is worth the money? Is it? Is it really? So everything that you've ever gotten, you've just thought it was just amazing? That would be like me saying that everything luxury is amazing. So I would be lying, because not everything luxury is amazing. But that's why I do my reviews. And that is, I feel like sharing luxury makeup reviews, and again, I hate to use that term luxury, is more helpful. Because people want to know before they spend a lot of money on a $65 foundation, is it going to really perform the way it should, as opposed to, drugstore, whatever. I'm not, comparing, because I can't, because I don't do drugstore makeup, okay? But I make sure that something is really good before I'm going to say it's really good. I know that you guys are spending your hard-earned money, so I am not one of those people that loves everything. I am also not one of those people that reviews every freaking product that comes out. I just don't do it. I think, there have been stuff that I've tested, and I tell you guys, it's bullshit. It's not worth the money. Not all of anything is amazing, but everything that I'm testing for you guys, just know that I'm always going to keep it 100%. And I feel like more times than not, I don't like it. I don't like it. Sometimes I keep things even though they suck, and sometimes I return it. Wow, this was really spicy today. And I appreciate you guys sharing your unpopular opinions. And there's no hate about any of this, okay? But I have to be real, and I have to I have to answer you honestly, and I'm going to. But one thing that I took away from this one, that I really hope that you think about, especially if you left a comment, okay? If you left a comment that is more like, women shouldn't be wearing makeup, women shouldn't be wearing glitter, you wear too much makeup, can we think about that a little bit? I understand if it's something that you don't want to do, but let's be more supportive of women. Let's stop saying that. Let's stop. I used to have that mindset too, but I've changed. I don't agree with that anymore. I don't know why I thought that way. Maybe it was the way I was brought up or whatever, but you know what? It's just dumb. When you really think about it, it's just dumb. It really is. I mean, honest to God, if I want to dye my hair purple and wear green eyeshadow, I'm going to do it. I am, and I wouldn't care what anybody would think. I really wouldn't. And that's the way I think most people should start being, is not worrying. I think too many people worry about what other people think, but I don't care. I don't care what other people think. I really, really don't. The older I get, I feel like I don't know if it's part of the aging thing, I don't know, but I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to share stuff with you, take it or leave it. But I just really would like to see that change. I really would. So anyways, thank you all so much for joining me. Really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys on my next one. Bye.